What's up, Scums? Popcorn here. Today we are gonna talk about best equipment for your character going looting, raiding, or building something, and how to organize the way that you want to organize your items inside your equipment in order to take advantage of every bit of space, of storage space of your clothing items. So over here we have our beautiful candidate, which is gonna wear all of these clothes and equipment for today and show us how to wear it and how to organize it. Also in this chest, I prepared everything that you're gonna need for all of these actions, more or less, because we're gonna talk about every action like looting, raiding, and building step by step. Before getting started, I would kindly ask you to give a thumbs up to this video if you find anything helpful, of course, and if you consider subscribing, do like that. So let's get started. First of all, we're gonna talk about raiding, and I'm gonna equip everything that I have over here. And we're gonna take them step by step and explain you why and how I did this in order to help you. I was doing this thing in a wrong way for a lot of time, for a long time, but after that I got smarter and learned from the best, and now I want to share these tips with you. So, what we have here? We have a backpack, a hiking backpack, we have a military quiver, we have a camouflage jacket, we have a tactical sweater, a shirt, a holder, a holster for our gun, a tactical pants, and military boots. What you would want to do first is to take a look on your gear weight. I already talked in metabolism video. If you wanna see that video, I'm gonna leave a card at the top corner of the screen or in the video description. So you would want to take a look on your gear weight, and right now it is at 42%. We were at 1% before equipping all these items on our character. So as I was saying in previous videos, you do not want to exceed 50% of your character weight. Why? You can check the video as I said, but I'm gonna tell you. You want to keep these targets up. Every time you do any action, like raiding, looting, or building, you would want to go pee and poop straight away before leaving the base. After that, if your character gear weight is high, your targets will go low pretty fast, and you will have to eat, you will have to drink, and you don't want that because the character will be overwhelmed with the gear weight and the metabolism will work. You will have your digestion faster, and everything will go faster. If you have your gear weight below 50%, this will go slower and your targets will be higher for a long time, and this is good, and also for stamina and other stuff. Other thing you would want to take a look on when you're equipping your character, on the left side of every gear you will see the weight. You probably know this, but you will want to see the weight. As you can see, I haven't equipped my character with a armor vest or anything else because those are pretty heavy and will not protect you as much as they should do. Now, having in mind that a bullet will take 85% instead of 100% damage when someone shoots at you while wearing a vest, um, 2 bullets will be more than enough to kill you. So you will gonna die anyway if someone sprays you with a rifle. If shoots at you, you're gonna die anyway. So this is the first thing that you're gonna want to watch out for. The other thing I want to talk about is the fact that you have to take a look on the right side of your equipment, because here it says, for example, camouflage jacket. It says that can carry 5 kilograms, and we have 4 kilograms out of 5 kilograms. So you would want to take a look on items which can carry a lot of weight. So camouflage jacket has 5 kilos, tactical jacket has 3 kilos, so you would rather want to have a camouflage jacket instead of a tactical jacket. But it depends on your items and what you can spare or not, or what you have currently in your stash. Okay, starting from the beginning, while going raiding, we're not gonna talk about the weapons. While going raiding, you would want to have, at least this is my preferences, I would want to have a silent weapon like a crossbow or a bow, because let's say that you're a sniper and you're camping a base, okay, and a puppet comes. You don't want to have your gun in your hands and start shooting at the puppet because you're gonna give away your position. Instead, you're gonna take your crossbow and bam, you shoot the puppet and no one will know where you are. Or even if you're a rifleman and you're in a front line, you don't want to give up your position shooting a gun. So I prefer to have a silent weapon. Also, yes, you can take the sledgehammer. We're gonna talk about this once in a bit, and also about this SVD over here. You can take a sledgehammer also if you prefer melee weapons. You can take the sledgehammer, but you have to take into consideration that the sledgehammer is heavier than the crossbow or a compound bow, because these have around 6 kilograms and will add to your gear weight, to your character gear weight. And yes, this is why I prefer a compound bow instead of a sledgehammer. But yes, I'm a melee weapon, I'm a melee guy, and I would like a sledgehammer anytime. Also, when you're going raiding, um, about rifles, you would want to have a rifle, okay? Let's say that you like rifles. You would want to take magazines and bullets, but before knowing all this, I was taking a bunch of magazines, a bunch of bullets, just to have, just in case. But you don't need that. You will need, as I said, a silent weapon, you will need a rifle, and also, as a backup, you will need a pistol. Why is that? Because if your rifle starts choking, let's say that you're shooting bam 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 and your rifle is has choken and you cannot shoot anymore, okay? You will just pull out your pistol and start shooting without having an issue. So this is why you would want to have the pistol. Talking about magazines, for the pistol, for the backup weapon, you will want to have one magazine in your inventory and one magazine in your pistol. This will be more than enough. And also about rifle magazines, if you have one magazine in your rifle and three extra magazines, full magazines as these ones, that should be more than enough for you to get through the raid and have enough bullets. And also I prefer, just in case, I'm taking extra 10 bullets or 20 bullets over here. And this is how I like to organize them. I'm putting them inside my jacket because the jacket can carry a lot of weight. So I can have my magazines and my bullets inside my jacket. Yes, if you prefer vest, an armor, you can place them inside the armor because the armor will carry a lot of weight also. And also you can place them inside the military quiver, having in mind that it carries 10 kilos, but not having so much space, but you can organize them over here. Beside the magazines, I would prefer to take some grenades. Don't go raiding without grenades because grenades are pretty useful. First of all, let's say that you're not gonna kill anyone with the grenades, but you're gonna buy time for yourself to change position. For example, you're throwing a grenade, you make a confusion around the raided base, and you can change your position, hiding somewhere else and being covered by the grenade smoke or stunt or explosion. So this will be helpful, having grenades. So I prefer to take grenades also. Also, a lot of also. I prefer to have them in my jacket. A rule of thumb that I want to share with you is your backpack will always be empty. Not putting anything in your backpack. Um, Going forward, you will want to have your small axe or your spade inside your pants, always in your pants, because this is a perfect spot to have your spade or your small axe. If you're a demolisher, you will always need a spade because you want to unbury the bombs or the explosives and defuse them, so you will want to have a spade, and this will go always in your pants, and your knife will always go in your boots. You will want to have everything at your access. I mean, if you need anything, not having to go to scroll down all the time to get your items, but placing them into quick access, you will have your items. They will pop up in your hand and they will go back inside the slot. So this is what I would prefer and I would suggest to have on raiding. I was talking about having nothing in your backpack because let's say, for example, you're raiding with claymores or with C4s or explosives. You will want to place the explosives over here if you're a demolisher. Also, if you're a lockpicker, you can place your screwdrivers and lockpicks in your backpack without having any issues because you're not gonna exceed the gear weight of 50%. Well, it's not a problem if you're demolisher and carrying all the explosives, but this will be helpful. Also, extra items that I would like to take with me are some rags, which I am placing them in my shirt because it is a small place, a small storage space that the shirt has, and I always know where it is. Also, I like to have a sewing kit because a sewing kit will always help you if you get shot and you retrieve your equipment, or even your if you don't die and take cover, bandage yourself, your equipment will get damaged, and you will lose items if your equipment will get damaged and not having the same amount of storage space as you had when they were at 100%. So I always carry a sewing kit on me, and also of course painkillers or any other medical supplies that you will need to recover and regenerate your health. The last tip that I want to share you regarding the raiding configuration of your equipment, I want to tell you this. If you're having, for example, this SVD instead of a rifle, okay, take this rifle over here, placing it like so. You will want to have big weapons not in your backpack because they will always go horizontal and they does not fit. You will want to have big rifles in your rifle slots, and the melee weapons, as you can see, in your inventory like that. Because if you have your melee weapons over here, your rifles, if you equip this SVD and you wanna place it back in the slot, the SVD will go on the ground. But having the rifle, let's say for example you're a sniper and you have a lot of guns on you, okay? You're camping, and if you have, for example, this one, yes, this will fit inside your backpack. Let's make a little room over here. If you have your rifle inside your backpack, okay, let's say for example that this is assigned to quick slot and you equip it, you equip the rifle, and if you don't have space, or even if you have space, when you place it back, will go on the ground, and this is what you don't want to happen. Placing your other items that can fit horizontally in your backpack will help you not losing your guns, and this is the way you organize stuff. Maybe some of this you already knew, but for those who don't, I will be more than happy to share this with you. Moving forward towards the looting configuration that we want to have when we go looting, I will leave home a bunch of stuff. So for example, I wouldn't take the helmet with me. I wouldn't take the NVGs with me only if it's during the night. Yes, you can take them. Also, I wouldn't take the rifle with me. I wouldn't take the SVD with me. I would leave them all at home. I will leave the ammo for the bow or crossbow back at home. But I would take the military quiver because it has plenty of storage space and also can carry a lot of weight. I would leave my jacket back home, or at least throwing everything inside my jacket to a safe spot and taking only that jacket because it has a lot of storage space. But if you cannot spare this jacket and maybe you don't have so many clothing items, you can leave them back at home, not needed necessarily for looting. You can have plenty of space by taking the other clothing items. So I would leave this on or off, it depends if you have one to spare. I will take the shot because of the rags, because I need them. I will take this gun as a backup weapon, but I will leave this at home. If you prefer to take the crossbow or the compound bow, yes, you can take them. But instead I'm gonna take one of these melee weapons, a small axe, I would leave these two free. I would want to have these slots for weapons 1 and 2. I would leave them free without having anything. I have a backup weapon already with a magazine. Maybe I will take an extra magazine for shooting zombies, or I don't know, maybe I'm gonna encounter players while looting a bunker, for example, and I need a firearm. Also, this one I'm gonna keep. So this is the configuration for looting. Yes, you can leave this one back at home also. So this is the configuration that you want to have when you go looting, to have a lot of storage space but not being encumbered, because you're gonna fill in all those spaces with a lot of good stuff. Always your backpack will be empty, and also you have a lot of storage space to fill in with the goods that you're gonna find. In the same time, you're not gonna lose precious equipment. For example, if you die or fall or anything else, you will not lose any precious equipment or weapons or bullets. And also having all these slots empty 1 and 2, if you're finding weapons, you can place them inside and not being concerned about the space in your backpack, that you don't have enough space in your backpack to take the guns and everything, because sometimes you can find 3 weapons and they will not fit inside all of them if you are looting all the other small items that you can find in bunkers, POIs, or cities. And this is the configuration for looting. Moving forward to building configuration of your character for items that you want to have on you when you are building, I would leave the quiver back at home. I will leave the jacket back at home. Also the sweater. I will keep the shirt. I will leave the pistol back at home also. And I would keep only the backpack, the shirt, the pants, and the boots. This way, if you are building, you will have a lot of space to fit a log in here or a branch. Also you, and yes, I forgot the melee weapon, but you can use your axe. But to be sure, you can place, for example, your sledgehammer or something, a melee weapon, in here. This way you will not risking losing all of your stuff if someone stumbles upon you and shoot you, because you will be always doing something, looking at the ground, chopping sticks, chopping logs, making planks, and if someone shoots you, you're not gonna lose important gear. Also, your pants will provide you enough space to fit an axe for chopping, or a spade if you are bury something. And as I said, plenty of space in your backpack to place sticks, bundles, logs, branches, and other type of stuff that are heavy and you can carry them, and also you can carry one in your hands. So this is the building configuration. This is the safest way to build something, and you're not gonna lose a bunch of stuff. I hope that this was helpful for you. These were all the tips for today. I'm gonna prepare more videos about looting strategies, raiding strategies, building strategies in my next videos. I wanna thank you so much for watching, and as always, see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.